Hi guys, Dane Sharp here at the South Hobart Football Show.
I thought in the first half we came out very quickly and we played some fast, fantastic attacking football. We really got at them in the wide areas, and Andy Brennan with his pace was outstanding. And just the way we played, I just thought we were very dynamic in the first half. The second half, maybe we started a little bit slower, but at the same time, 15-20 minutes in, we started to move the ball a bit quicker and things started to happen again. But very happy with the performance overall.
And Costa scored another hat-trick?
Costa scored a great hat-trick. He's been on fire the last couple of weeks. He's had 1 or 2 weeks where he went quiet, but he's a lovely lad and he's working really hard, and today he moved up a gear and took his chances really well.
And what did you think of the new imports and the difference they made?
Well, it's hard for them. They're not. I don't think they're training with the Olympia squad, so that's difficult in itself. Both, the back four of Olympia were in trouble today because we played really well in the front third, so it was difficult for them. But they're good lads and good players, and I'm sure in the next game they'll be even better still.
Very good performance with South Hobart. Yeah, it was obviously, they're a good team. I knew that they would have come in and firing like that. They're an excellent team. I really like the way they're playing. 1-2 touch and good finishing too. Well, obviously, hopefully we're going to get some points. Our plan is to get some many points as possible, and we certainly. We were a group this weekend, and we will try to get some points on Monday.
I find that the expectation of the public is sometimes quite unrealistic. I've been around for 150 years, and people have no concept of what it costs to run a club. The simple fact is that each week we have to find money to pay the referees and the linesmen or assistants or whatever they're called now. But not only that, you have to pay for all divisions. So today we've played 3 matches. We've had 3 central officials and 4 assistants. I would conservatively estimate the first team match would have cost in the region of $250 and proportionately through the grades. Plus, of course, the council charges, I don't know, $50, $60 an hour. So at the end of the day, our expenses would be, say, $700. Now, if we're going to cover that through the canteen, our sales would have to be in the estimate of, say, $2,000, because you make, 30% on gross? So you're going to make a loss, so you charge on the gate. And in actual fact, as the gateman, there are many people I let in for nothing. As a matter of courtesy, I always let in opposition coaches and not the coach of the team that we're playing that day. But if I recognise somebody from, say, Kingborough or Knights, I allow them in as a courtesy, because they're obviously an opposition coach and coming to have a look. I don't know how many other people do that.
I thought it was a great result for Beachside. I thought they worked ever so hard. They played with a great spirit, put themselves around, tackled, got the tackles in, cleared the lines well, and really worked hard for each other. So congratulations to Beachside. They played really well. From our point, I thought we played all right, but you've got to take your chances on grounds like this. If you don't take your chances, then they might not come again. And we had 3 or 4 across the face a goal that perhaps we should have done better with. But we're still unbeaten. We're still top of the league, so not such a bad result away from home at Beachside. Costa's last game, he heads off for Europe or Greece on Thursday, and we wish him the best of luck with his trials, and we hope he does well.
It was what we expected from us. We battled hard. If we got forward, that was good, but if we got numbers behind the ball, we tried to frustrate them, and it worked. So we get a point out of it, and gives the lads some motivation now to go into the Knights game and our catch-up game in Zebras next Wednesday night. Games we've got to win, so we change the tactics for those games. In these games we can get a point, that's a good result for us. But if games against Knights where we're competing against relegation, we've got to win those games. Bottom 3 are always at risk. Knights are 6 points from us, that's only 2 games. So anything can happen at the moment between the bottom 3, and it's just playing for each other and trying to work hard.
Dane Sharp here from Nike Team Sports Australasia. Just been here with Ken Morton, who runs the Morton Soccer School. We did a little training camp today. How do you think it went, Ken?
Well, I think it was fantastic. We've been very fortunate this week with the weather after bad weather last week, so it was lovely to see 100+ kids out there working away with the ball. It was super.
Great. And the kids come from all over this area, or?
Yeah, all over Hobart. We've got some as far away as Margate and Richmond, so it's very pleasing to see the young kids travelling in, and obviously more so the parents bringing them in, so it's fantastic. It's been an absolutely wonderful morning for us, just to see so many young ones working with the football.
And the training sessions that away from the school today, or the training camp today, that you do with the school, what's it entail, the whole school?
Well, basically we want to revolve around ball mastery, the touch on the ball, the skills. We have a big emphasis within our football club on the sharp movement of the ball, the emphasis on playing 1 and 2 touch football. So we have a lot of receiving and passing drills that we want to set up and have the kids working. And the same, we want to get them soon as we can into small-sided games doing the same. But the emphasis, Dane, is on moving the ball quickly, but being assured with their touch because they've done the ball mastery.
Yeah, right. And Ken, let's mention how many wins in a row or games in a row without loss, maybe we say.
Yeah, I think we hit 59 with
59?
A disappointing 0-0 draw on the weekend, but that happens, and we'll bounce back against Hobart on Saturday night.
Yeah, fantastic. And also, can you have a very long list of places you've coached in the world for quite a number of years? What do you think's been the biggest changes in coaching styles over the years?
Well, there is a lot of change now. Obviously, the coaching is a lot more methodical. Like in Australia, you have a set curriculum with younger players playing 4-2-3-1. So that's a challenge in itself, getting the players, trying to find a number 10, for example, and left and right wingers who will take people on. I think in my day, and maybe your day, Dane, as well, we had a bit more freedom. Get out there and play football and have a go. Now it's a lot more structured, and I think better as well.
And the fitness levels, do you think have changed as well?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, no more do you prod round the ground or round the ship canal at Manchester or up and down the stands. It's now a lot more coordination and speed. Yeah.
With Ken Morton, he's just going to tell us a little bit about this weekend's game, playing the Zebras. Ken, what's going to be the approach for that game?
Well, we play Zebras on Saturday night. It's a very important game for us. We were a little bit disappointed on Monday. Following a great result against Olympia, we didn't play too well against Beachside, but we did manage to get a draw. On the other hand, Zebras are in top form. They're playing really well. I think we scored 10 goals in the last 2 games. But we'll go into the game, Dane, in a positive manner. We'll approach it positively. We'll go and attack them, and I'm sure it'll be a good game. They have some good football players, and so do we.
Okay. So just go back to the game on Monday. It was 0-0. Where do you think was the downfall for that game?
Well, I think early on we had good chances to score, and then the game's dead then. We missed those easy chances, and perhaps that's been a little problem with us this year, where we don't have that killer instinct, and we need to turn games around by being a little bit more dynamic in the penalty box and having that killer instinct. And certainly in the big games this year, we've turned results around and gone out and played really well. So I'm sure against Zebras it'll be a very, very good match. The 2 good teams. There's history between both sides, and it'll be a good game.
Right. And did you change your training plan throughout the week after the 0-0? Did you go back to maybe a little bit more finishing, or was there something you did different?
Not really. The emphasis on the way we play is passing and moving, keeping the ball moving quickly. We actually did a bit of finishing before the Beachside game, so we might give that a miss on Thursday. Now we'll just keep doing the things that we've been doing. It's been working for us, and the main thing is to keep our spirit high and everybody playing and fighting for each other out there, and
absolutely,
we'll be okay.
Fantastic. Are you carrying any injuries? Anyone carrying injuries at the moment?
No, we're not too bad at the present time. Our major problem has been the loss of Braden Mann with a broken bone in his foot. He's a goal scorer as well.
How's he coming along?
Well, he's still maybe 5-6 weeks away, but he's progressing. And obviously we lose Costa. He goes off to Greece for his trials, but generally speaking, we're in good condition.
Fantastic. And Costa's trial, how did that come about? Was that something through the club, or was it done personally?
I think it was done personally by him. We have had a scout looking for him in various parts of Greece and Eastern Europe. He turned down an offer to go to Malta a few weeks back, and this one came along and he wanted to take it. So he goes with our blessing, as does young Greggy Downs. He's another super young football player. Greg will head off in early July to England for trials, and we wish them both all the best.
Fantastic. And is there another trip for the South Hobart club to England this year? Is that going to be happening? Or?
Yep, well, more the Morton Soccer School and South Hobart under 13s. They train with Rob Clark. They'll be heading off to Manchester in October, and just prior to that we're pretty sure now that the under 19 side, which is basically 15, 16 year olds, they'll head off to Newcastle United as well. I think the 2nd or 3rd of October for 11, 12 days. Great. 3 matches there, which is fantastic for us, against I think Middlesbrough, Sunderland and Darlington and Newcastle Academy, so good stuff.
Fantastic. Well, thanks for today, and it was a great session we had out there with the kids. Good luck for this weekend, and I'll see you next time I'm back in Hobart, one of my favourite places in the world.
Thank you very much, Dave.
There's a railway line running through this town. There's only one stop, there's no turning around. We can sit here and just wander forever, take a chance and get on together for a one-way ride. It's a one-way ride, we can take it together. One-way ride, I can hold you forever. One-way ride, let's just see where it takes us. It's a one-way ride. The sun's sinking down, the radio's on. I'm waiting for you while it's playing our song. Please don't let me sit it forever. Let's take a chance and get on together for a one-way ride. It's a one-way ride, we can take it together. One-way ride, I can hold you forever. One-way ride, let's just see where it takes us. It's a one-way ride. We don't take the chance, oh, that we'll never know. Come on, girl, let's just get on and go. We can take it together, I can hold you forever. Let's just see where it takes us. It's a one-way ride. It's a one-way ride, we can take it together. One-way ride, I can hold you forever. One-way ride, let's just see where it takes us. It's a